Hey Collective, how are you guys? Evie and I are doing good. Thank you all for being here and for spending time with us. We love you and appreciate you so much, Collective. So I've got a reading pulled for you guys. We're going to tap into this message. We've got an old fart fun. We're using my snarky shark deck. Scientists found a 400-year-old Greenland shark. Getting old can make you salty. Enjoy your life right now. Okay. Someone's in their older age, they're salty, they're cranky, they're grandparent age, they're obsessed with something here. There's an obsession going on. So we got an old fart, that's grandparent energy, that's obsessed. We've got, it could be obsessed with the Queen of Wands energy here, okay? You're ambitious, you could have your own business, you're a natural born leader, you're loving, you're sexy, you're confident, you're bold, you're organized, you've got a lot going on for yourself here. Aries, Leo, Sag. Within a few weeks, the situation or event in question will develop or unfold within a matter of weeks. So something's getting ready to unfold here. We've got a scuba diver. So scuba diving can be significant, taking that deep dive, going within, observing, self-examining and exploring your unconscious mind, going into the void, going into the stillness and the darkness, self-reflection, disconnecting so that you can tap into your deep thoughts. You have a desire to know things that are going on in your unconscious mind, doing that deep dive, going in and doing your inner healing work. We've got changing. At this time, the situation is in a state of flux. Anything could happen. So there could be an older person here in your energy that's obsessed with your transformation here is what I'm saying. Where's what I'm saying? What I'm saying too. Yeah, what I'm saying. We've got yarn with Sagittarius energy. There's some kind of big mess that's gotten pretty complicated. There's many working components. There was mischief in this energy. There's problems, there's hassles. It's gotten out of control because of how many working components are going on. Trying to work it out due to a made-up story. Patience is needed regarding future gains. There's a complicated mess that's going on. Someone's weaved a big tail here with all this yarn. We've got the slingshot with Aries energy. There's tension and anxiety. Someone's stressed. They set something in motion. They were very focused and began something here. It was ready, aim, fire energy. It was a target. It was a forced change. Now someone has launched something into this motion. That whatever this is that they set in motion could be strain, something that was all of a sudden was strained, pulled in opposite directions. And it could have something to, I was drawn to the word business, could have something going on with someone's business, with their job, with their career, watching your every move. Their world is crashing down around them, okay? Someone's going to die soon and they won't see it coming. They've bribed corrupt officials to get involved in something here. Someone was in an accident. A Seven of Swords criminal was in an accident, or they were trying to cause an accident. Okay? There's danger ahead. Use caution. There could be some kind of an injury here. Someone could have been in an accident and it resulted in an injury. It's a very deceitful person who's lying, who's cheating, who's very underhanded. They're scheming. They're an enemy masquerading as a friend. They're spying, being very strategic. They have no conscience. They're very resourceful. There's theft going on. Okay? Spying and stalking. You've got a lot of inner strength. So this older person here is obsessed and jealous of your transformation and your inner strength. They're watching your every move. Shark bite coming. Inner strength and courage will be required to face challenges. Set boundaries with toxic people. Okay. Yeah, they're very jealous of your connection with spirit here. They're jealous of your inner strength. They're struggling with their own insecurities. They're very insecure. There's a shark bite coming, okay? We've got the Knight of Pentacles, so they could be attacking your routine, your day-to-day, what you do for your work, for your business, okay? There could be some kind of a solid offer that's coming towards you. Keep working hard, being persistent and responsible, okay? You're methodical in your approach. You work very hard to have the things that you do. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We've got the Pioneer with Leo. You're very bold. You're focusing on your destination. It's been a long journey. You've overcome a lot of challenges as you've been navigating uncharted territory. You are definitely resourceful. Your spirit team in outer space has got your six. They've got your back. You have unflappable courage. You're pioneering spirit here, okay? And you're focusing on your grapes, which represents your abundance. You're bearing fruit. You have a harvest coming in this Queen of Wands energy. You have prosperity and abundance, wealth. You're enjoying the fruits of your labor. Be careful of overindulgence, okay? Make sure that you're being responsible with your finances and your day-to-day. Something is unchanged at this time. The situation is stable and unlikely to change. So it's, you know, you're not going to have a problem in your finances here. You're taken care of. Things are fine. We've got the Knight with Leo energy. It's being confident. You could be a messenger. You're fearless. You're passionate. You have a fighting spirit. You persevere. You're determined. You're brave. You obey orders. You're so strong, okay? You're like in heroic energy here. Your guides see you as like a hero here. We've got the curtain call with more Leo energy. Leo is very strong in this energy here. And that's just being bold and brave and confident and having a healthy sense of pride and ego. You could have fame and recognition. You could have some kind of a celebrity status. Some of you could do something online in your day-to-day. You're appreciated. You focus your attention. Some of you could be in the spotlight here, and someone's very obsessed with watching your every move. They can't believe your transformation. They can't believe what you've done with yourself. We've got the Library, having a lot of knowledge. You're very learned and knowledgeable. You have a lot of information. You could be into esoteric knowledge. You do your research. There's some kind of secrets that are going on, or something that is hidden. You're always looking beneath the surface so that you can figure out what's going on. There could be hidden documents. Something could be archived. Okay. Doing your research for something. Okay. You're being rewarded. And you're protected. Your guides are protecting you, and you're being rewarded. Okay. You're a good mother figure, or there's a good mother figure here. You could be dealing with a bad mother figure that's been trying to come against you in some way. That could be in this grandparent, older age energy. This could be, you know, like your parent could be older. They're obsessed with you. They could be mad that you're a good mother figure, divine feminine. Someone's focusing on their goals with their day-to-day with the Knight of Pentacles again. So you're very focused on your work, your routine, your day-to-day life, okay? You're focusing on your purpose. You could be in your life purpose. You could be doing something with your profession that involves your life purpose and your destination. You're focusing on your goals. You're very patient. You're practical. You're responsible. You're very protective and defensive of what you love. You could be stubborn. You're a hard worker. You finish what you start. You're persistent, and you're very loyal. And your goals are focusing on what you need to do to maintain your routine. You could be moving in silence. You could be making, with the Seven of Swords here, you could just be moving in silence to where, you know, you're strategically moving so that someone that could be trying to come against you to destroy you. You're not divulging information to where they can attack you, okay? We've got kindness. Whale sharks are gentle giants. My left ear just started ringing. There's not a mean bone or any bone in a shark's body. Kindness is required right now to solve a conflict with some old fart over here. Okay? That's obsessed. So some kind of connection on social media. Alright? You could be connecting with people on social media. Whatever ends up happening with us, I'm grateful to have met you and for the connection that we have. So whatever, you could be kind to this person who could be trying to attack you in some way or come against you. They're jealous. They're watching your every move. They're jealous of your inner strength. They're jealous of your connection with spirit. They're jealous of what you do for your day-to-day life and routine. We've got the Page of Wands. You could be this person's child, okay? This could be a mother figure here. You could be a mother figure. They could act like they were a good mother figure and they were actually a bad mother figure. You just take that how it resonates. So you could have a mother that's jealous of you, divine feminine, divine masculine. It's messages on social media, connecting, having a free spirit. You're creative. You've got awesome ideas. You're impulsive. You're very curious, so it leads you to research and study. You're very intelligent is what I'm hearing. Okay. We've got the map with Aries energy. You're finding your way through this unknown destination, going through new territories that are unfamiliar. You read the signs. You figure it out. You've got new perspectives. And you're planning and preparing, you're charting a course so that you can understand the lay of the land of where your next level is taking you to as you're being led and guided on your path. You're very disciplined with this master energy, Capricorn. You're working smart, you're focused, you're structured. You could be teaching and training people. Some of you, you're conquering and overcoming everything that could be coming against you. You're mastering self. You're controlled in your energy. You're learning new skills. You're in the flow. You have a commanding presence. You could be an authoritarian and commanding presence in coming in this master energy. We have a repairman, okay, with Libra energy. You fine-tune, heal, and fix everything that needs to be repaired. You reset what needs fixing. You make adjustments so that you can recover. You're very skilled. You know how to proceed carefully as you're restoring your being, making things right as you upgrade in your energy. We have a Black Widow with Aquarius energy. This could be a warning of danger of someone who's very twisted that could come in with some kind of insidious, unexpected, low vibrational attack that could lead to a betrayal and trap you in some way. They're poisonous. They're very cunning and dangerous. It's a toxic situation or a toxic relationship, okay? We've got the Sword and Scales with Libra. Doing something by the book, having integrity, being honest, due process being served, justice and the truth coming out in a legal matter. A Black Widow could want you to hear them out. Something is fair play, and it's whatever happens is fair and square. The law could be involved. Having to cut to the chase with something that's going on here. We have a tandem bicycle, Taurus energy. Some kind of partnership or alliance or collaboration, hooking up with a collaboration of people, being aligned in the cooperation, working together as a unit here, okay? We have the flag with Aries energy, having achievement and recognition, having success. You're a winner. You're literally reaching mastery level. You've got bragging rights. Your plans are coming to fruition, okay? Because you're doing the work, Okay, you're doing the work on yourself here, healing this inner child, going from Page of Wands to Queen of Wands energy, growing into a beautiful mother figure, divine feminine, divine masculine. You flipped it how it resonates. It's tapping into your beautiful divine feminine energy, Empress energy. We've got justice, we've got judgment here. You could hit a new level of ascension and you're being rewarded. Okay. Some kind of indecision that's going on with your family here, with the family unit, with the home. Something's going on in the background, and it's family in the home. There's a decision that has to be made. Making a truce. It's a difficult decision. It's a painful choice. It's a stressful decision. Being torn between two relationships. There's a divided loyalty in the family. Facing your fears. And family member could have been in an accident. They made the decision to be in the Seven of Swords, criminal, deceitful, lying energy. We've got to go for it. Sharks are circling. Don't wait for someone to rescue you. Go for it. Trust your decisions. You got to rescue yourself. Okay? Trust you've got so much inner strength here. Trust that you can navigate this energy. All right? Divine justice, divine judgment are here. We've got slow down, so not slowing down with something. You're moving way too fast for me and it's scaring me away. So someone could want someone to speed something up here that's jealous. Some kind of connection on social media could come in towards someone acting all kind and nice. We've got perversion. So there's a pervert in the energy, or someone is perverting the energy. And we've got the Four of Wands. Celebrating a wedding, the stability, security in the home and the partnership. Could be a marriage. It's about a community, the foundation, perverting the foundation and the partnership of the community. It's taking action for prosperity. The pervert here. The Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. Aries energy. Virgo energy. Could be a pervert in the family. Someone could be connecting as a pervert online on social media, acting all kind. Sharks are circling. Don't wait for someone to rescue you. Go for it. Trust your decisions. It's like a big great white shark here. There could be a predator. Okay, I'm sharing this. Could be an online predator here. Okay, we've got a labyrinth with Aquarius energy. Being lost. Something is complex. It's complicated. Something is deliberate. Deliberately taking the long way home. There's a situation to sort out and a problem to solve. There's a catch-22. Going inward on a spiritual quest. Things have been delayed here. Creating a labyrinth. Taking the long way home. Happening soon. The situation or event in question will develop or unfold very soon. There's baggage here. Pisces energy. There's unresolved issues. Someone's a pack rat. They have excess. They're trying to hold it together. There's heavy burdens with responsibilities and a lot of necessities. They're prepared to go to the next phase. It's been a very long journey. Could fear separating from someone or something to move into the next energy here as you're going on a new destination here. It's a long journey. Has come out twice. A long journey on the Pioneer card over here with the Nine of Pentacles, and then taking the long way home to their house after work. Someone could be out running around saying that they're working, they're not. We've got a dark high priestess, a dark high priest. They're cloaking themselves. It's affecting their health. So some kind of energetic backfire here. You've hit a new level of ascension. And whoever is in this dark ass energy coming after you, cloaking themselves that are family members here, it's coming back on them. It's affecting their health. They thought it was a brilliant idea here to do this to affect your goals. You could do something online. You could be an inspiration to others. You could create suggestions. You could have powerful visions. You could have a lot of beautiful visions that could come in. that can inspire you, that increase your creativity, that help you manifest a decision that you're trying to make with the Two of Swords here. With the Eight of Cups, having to walk away from what no longer serves you, you're moving on. Okay, you could even abandon some kind of plans that you had set in motion to move on to something else. You could be traveling. You could have just reached your limit. You're very disappointed in something. You looked deeper. You discovered self. You introspected. You analyzed yourself. You could have dealt with some escapism for a little bit, you know, and that could be in the form of anything. That could even be sitting and playing video games all the time just to like have your mind doing something else, but to where you can sit and process your thoughts, you know. But what making the decision to move on. Moving on from a routine that you could have had going on, okay. We've got protection. Set boundaries or swim away from predators, toxic friendships, and relationships. So yeah, you could have a predator here that could be an old fart that's in your energy. It's not mutual, okay? We've got it's mutual and it came out in reverse. Hiding that it's not mutual. Okay. We got the Hierophant. So you're in this highly aspected spiritual energy. You've got spiritual guidance coming in. There could be a marriage here. Educating yourself, focusing on religion, some kind of tradition, seeking advice. Something could be going on in the courts with Taurus energy. We've got a coin toss with Virgo. It's having choices. Being fair, considering the pros and cons. Something is fated to occur here. There's two sides to every story. Either way, there's a 50-50 chance. They can't decide, and they're trying to take a chance on something. It's unpredictable. Something's up in the air. We've got Kerosene with Aries energy. Someone is aggressive. They're determined to ignite a volatile situation. Watch out. This person could be unpredictable and could come in to provoke you in some way, to stimulate and encourage you to ignite, trying to overpower you. They feel power over you. They feel powerful in it. Something that's going on in Hierophant energy with a dark high priest or high priestess. We've got the old car with Pisces. Someone's weary. They're exhausted. Their bones are tired. They need restoration. It's overdue. Old habits die hard. Enduring family patterns. They're stuck in the past. They're nostalgic. They're going back on time, thinking about the good old days. Old habits die hard. Okay. We've got a headache with Virgo energy. Someone's in poor health. They could have disease, some kind of illness, some kind of unpleasant crisis that ended up like with like an emergency situation. They're annoying. The root cause of some kind of problem with the pain is some kind of underlying condition. Someone's very unpleasant in this energy. With this accident, a family member could have gotten hurt. They could have had head trauma in some way. Okay. We've got a fishing pole. Virgo energy. Being self-reliant. Extending oneself. Having autonomy. It's poetry in motion. Connecting with nature. Mentoring others. Having beautiful self-reflection and self-improvement. You're very capable of your accomplishments. Okay. Very likely, at this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur. Okay. We've got the checkered flag, Leo energy, coming to a conclusion. There's a completion of the cycle. It's the end. Something's settled. There's a verdict. You're going to feel relieved. In the final chapter of an ending here, there's going to be achievement. That's the result. Finishing first. Okay. We've got a person of water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The emotional idealist, being emotionally connected, psychic, empathic, intuitive, sensitive, being heart-centered, feel deeply, you take things personally. Some of you could be healers, you could be counselors, an advisor, an author, okay? In this Hierophant energy, okay? You could do things to help others with your gifts spiritually and your spirituality. Giving money, crying over you. watching your every move, going to receive justice. Somebody's going to have to give you money, and whoever is supposed to be giving you money, you're protected from this energy, from something that was hidden. You're being divinely guided. You're in the right place at the right time. Okay? Your guides are leading you on your journey here, and it's been a long journey. You've gone inward on this spiritual quest. It's been complicated. Someone could be mad and taking offense. They're furious that they were in an accident. This person's very unpleasant. It's come out again. They're mad because you could be passionately speaking your truth. Okay? You're going for it. Okay? You have clarity. You've got new ideas. You're intelligent. You're successful. You have victory. You have mental clarity. Your thinking is clear. You're having a powerful breakthrough. You have the ability to concentrate and communicate, releasing the truth effectively. You have powerful vision, and you make those visions manifest. You're a powerful force. You're very focused, okay? You're passionate. And his family members don't like this. They don't like you speaking your truth. They don't like this, how strong you are. Find your passion. If the decisions you are making spark joy, you are headed in the right direction. So, these family members here, they're jealous. And they're trying to slow you down and affect you, but it's not working. It's not working. It's a man-made disaster trying to affect your stability, your security, your wealth, your abundance. You're financially independent. You can take care of yourself. You're beautiful. They may not like it if you're getting attention, especially if it's online with a microphone. Some of you could have platforms here, okay? You're expressing strong opinions that you're making known. You're speaking your truth on social media. You communicate. You speak publicly. You're being heard and speaking up. Current events, okay? We've got the eyeglasses with Taurus energy. Oh, the microphone is Sagittarius energy. You assess and evaluate your options. You review and analyze people's opinions. You examine things and see the fine print. You take closer looks and stay focused. You check the details so that you can see clearly. And you're definitely voicing your opinion and speaking your truth. Okay? You're single, sexy, successful, abundant, a lot of you. Okay? So someone could be listening to others, and whatever they were listening to, it's being dismantled. This dark high priest or high priestess, you're divinely guided, listening to others, doing research. The cycle is ending, okay? They've been cloaking themselves, doing research. They can't understand how protected you are. They're protesting this. They could be trying to say that you're inadequate. They could be mad for all the attention that you're getting. They don't want you being seen and being an inspiration. We've got the Five of Wands, and it came out in reverse. So Five of Wands is conflict. It's coming to some kind of a compromise. It's the end of the conflict, the struggle, reaching some kind of an agreement, walking away, making the decision to walk away and move on, gaining clarity so that you can walk away from the conflict that's been affecting your life, okay? With family members here. We've got a shit show. Oh shit, a tsunami is coming. Things could get messy. Okay. Something could be getting ready to get messy here, collective. We got synergy. We could achieve so much more together than we would individually by seeking revenge. And it's a shit show that's unfolding here. And this shit show coming after an Empress energy here, okay? Seeking revenge, Taurus and Libra. We've got the crack shot, Capricorn energy. Someone's trying to create some kind of an intense showdown. They're arrogant. Someone's an expert in their field. They've been targeted. They're impressive. They excel. They're very skilled. They're dead on. They have a sharp tongue and they're intense. Okay. Someone could be an expert with a weapon here. We've got a cabin. Libra energy. being lonely and confined, very detached and secluded, to go within, disengaging and closing yourself off from people that no longer serve you, walking away, moving on, being separated, kept apart, being disconnected from people that are not, that are trying to, that their goal is to create an accident in your life, okay? We've got the rainbow with Cancer energy. A wish is granted. Blessings are here. Your patience is paying off. Good luck and abundance are coming in. Manifesting wealth, patiently creating abundance. Everything is happening in the perfect timing for divine timing. We've got the mirror with Cancer energy. Being self-aware and seeing clearly. Facing the issues, self-assessment, self-improvement. Making comparisons. Someone could be insecure, they're on their ego, they're making comparisons, they're narcissistic, vain, obsessed, they can't handle their reflection in the mirror. You operate with self-love, self-appreciation. You've got your ego in check, not operating from the ego aspect of the being. We've got roadblocks with Capricorn energy. A blocked change, having barriers and challenges. It's time to regroup. Someone's stuck in an obstacle. There's a temporary setback. They had to take a detour. It's not right now. It's one step forward, two steps back. Someone's having to stall something. They feel like they're paralyzed in some way, like they can't move forward. It's happening now. The situation or event in question is occurring right now. We've got the emerald with Taurus energy. You're healing. You're reflecting. You have humility. You're rare. You're peacefully restoring your soul. You've got powerful growth going on in your heart chakra. Your love flows freely. You're peaceful. You have a healthy sexual energy. Your love is mature. You're very balanced, okay? You're like this fortress. You've got staying power. You're stubborn. You're prepared. You've got a strong-ass backbone. You're ready for anything. You're determined. You're unbreakable. And you've got what it takes. You're this fortress. You're this strong-ass Empress energy here that they're trying to come against. And you've leveled up to a new level of ascension. You're divinely guided. These people that have been listening to others with this dark high priestess energy that have been out here cloaking themselves, they didn't realize who they were coming up against. We've got the corset with Aquarius energy, having to hold it together. Someone's restricted. They're very prim and proper, very structured, holding it together. Someone is a shapeshifter. They're a people pleaser. They act all prim and proper, need to keep firm boundaries with someone here, okay? Someone could be, I'm hearing someone's very straight-laced. We've got bodybuilder with Capricorn energy, having power and strength, being very determined and disciplined, pushing forward into mastery. It's intense with your self-improvement here. You have resolve. You have influence over others here, influencing other to master self. We've got a baby. A little baby could be in the energy. Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. It's cardinal signs. There's a new beginning with a fresh start. Being innocent, continuing the legacy, having unlimited potential in a new phase. There could literally be a birth of a child. Okay? Or you can become a grandparent and become obsessed with your sweet little grandbaby coming in for some of you. We've got a sapphire. Gemini energy, having mental force, spiritual insight, having wise judgment. You're powerful, you have strength, you're kind. You could be the life of the party. You motivate others, you're precious, you're valued, you're holy, you're revered, and you have divine favor. Okay? Emeralds and sapphires could be very significant. You're a phoenix rising, Scorpio energy. You're having a powerful transformation. You've had a death and a rebirth. What was destroying you, you've renewed, and you're rising from the ashes. You're emerging as you alchemize and transmute this energy. The end is just the beginning. It's a new era and a new level of your ascension that you've hit as this powerful phoenix energy here. And you rose into the Empress, my love. You rose into divine feminine Empress energy, and that's for masculine and feminine. There's no gender in tarot. Someone got caught lying. Someone got caught cheating. We've got premeditated M plot here, and a premeditated revenge plot is a premeditated M. Okay? We've got an introvert. Someone could have an online community, moving in silence, keeping themselves separate, wanting privacy in their online community. Someone's furious that someone could have an online community and a family member here. They could have had this bright idea to destroy it, to come after you, what you do in your day-to-day routine. This online community, whatever you're doing online, could have helped get you out of poverty. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's an improvement in your finances. It's having luck. It's the end of hardship. A positive change is coming in. Overcoming financial burdens. Doing your research. Do a little more research so you aren't telling a big fish tale. Knowledge is power. Okay, you do your research so that way what you're conveying is true. You're not telling tales. Knowledge is power. Someone's covering up the fact that they were using you. Maybe I have some ulterior motives. Do you think I might be taking advantage of you? So someone could be trying to figure out how they can use you and take advantage of you and trying to cover this up. We've got the Nine of Swords. They're restless, full of fear, having nightmares and anxiety. Someone's worried. They feel helpless. They're upset because no action was taken regarding something here. Gemini energy, trying to cover something up. We've got a thunderstorm, a Scorpio. There's destruction. Someone's in trouble. They're out of control. There was a warning. There was an energy shift and an opportunity to overcome conflict. Someone is fierce, triumphing over evil. It's like a bad storm coming. We've got a bonfire with Sagittarius energy, being enthusiastic. Something is very intense. Passion has been ignited. Someone's energy is heated up. Ecstasy. A spark is flying, getting things going. So there could be an orgasm. It's exhilarating. Someone could have a fever. Someone could be a fanatic. Someone's fierce. The bonfire here. This could even be like some kind of dark energy going on in some kind of orgy here around a fire. We've got Jack and Diane with Gemini energy. It's heartbreak and interference with a broken heart here. Having sorrow and grief, sadness and mourning, feeling let down and hopeless. Being in a crisis, being hurt and bitter and devastated, having emotional pain, being unhappy, feeling very let down by someone in your energy here, okay? And it really got you all upset in your mind. It was making it hard for you to sleep, to function, because there was a hitman here who was hired to do something that was premeditated. They were listening to others with a dark high priest or high priestess. Got trust issues. You've got disagreements with colleagues, or they could have disagreements with colleagues, and it could have to do with some kind of online community, having to create some kind of a compromise, some kind of agreement, reconciliation, or consideration of a compromise here. Someone could have violated someone's privacy online. We've got the Eight of Swords, feeling isolated and trapped, feeling restricted and like they're backed into a corner. Feeling like their hands are tied, paralyzed by fear and terror. Feeling just hopeless and helpless, powerless. Feeling pressure and anxiety. Being silenced, a crisis is unfolding. Someone could literally go to jail. Okay. We've got an ending here that's coming in. You may see the ending of a situation which always opens the doors to a new path ahead. Okay. And a shit show is going on. There's going to be an ending here. We've got secrets. A male could be keeping secrets. There's something I haven't been completely honest with you about. So there's a male that's keeping secrets about an ending here that's going on. We've got the Four of Cups with Cancer energy, being bored and unhappy, comparing someone to someone else, not getting what you want. There's creating imaginary conflict. Someone's jealous. The Four of Cups, being very disappointed. It's a missed opportunity. Okay. My ear is itching so bad. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Okay. We've got the Still with Taurus energy, Someone could be drinking alcohol, drinking liquor, spirits are involved. There could be some kind of an infusion that someone's drawing out to put into something. Refinement and taste. Fine-tuning and concentrating on something that develops over time. It's a reduction. Someone could make perfume. I'm kind of still here. It's time. It's time for action. Things are fast-tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. So something's unfolding. We've got the shield with Aries energy. Being defensive and protecting yourself. Guarding and blocking yourself from anything that you need to stand up for yourself about. You're being prepared. Your guardians are here, shielding and supporting and protecting you, warding off unwanted energies. You're always on guard. You're heroic. You have stability and security, and you can withstand the storm. You're shielded and protected by your guides. We have the castle with Sagittarius, having recognition and praise for your achievements and your position, a healthy sense of pride and ego, having wealth and ancestry. There could be an inheritance here for earthly or spiritual, okay, or both for some of you. Being knowledgeable about history and legacy and architecture, antiquities. Something is timeless. Powerful prestige. A castle could be significant. Okay. We've got new information. Speaking your truth. New information coming in. Someone is going to be embarrassed and humiliated. And they're insensitive. This premeditated implot here. They're going to be embarrassed. This whole alliance of people that could have come against you in some way. Because they were jealous, trying to create conflict with these family members here. There could be a trust. Trust is involved, being honest. Having compatibility, okay, with an alliance of people that they trusted. Being honest about what is going on some kind of online community. Someone is mad. They take offense to something that's going on online. Trying to destroy it. The justice system could get involved. Sharks are circling. Trying to attack someone. There could be an online predator. Okay. We got the 9 of Pentacles. So coming from out of the 5 of Pentacles in reverse into the 9 of Pentacles. They're mad that you can take care of yourself. Having stability and security financially. Having wealth. You're being rewarded for your hard work. Collecting on investments that you've been investing in. You could have a thriving business. You could have a high status in the community. Okay. You've got hidden talents. It's time to bring your creative ideas and hidden talents to life. Present your gifts to the world. Okay. Doing your research so that you can show your hidden talents to the world. Okay. So that you can give new information. Okay. Losing interest. I just don't feel the same way anymore. And someone is dating here. Someone that could have been using you. You could have lost interest in this person. We've got the 2 of Wands. Aries energy. Moving forward. Making and planning about, or making the decision about options that are ahead of you. You could be progressing forward in a partnership. You could be traveling somewhere. Trying to plan your new destination of what's unfolding. Okay. We've got a forked road with Capricorn. There's a change in the direction. It's a free will choice. There's an opportunity. There's options. It's a moment of truth. There could be a crisis and a change in circumstance, but there's a lot of possibilities ahead. So there could be a fork in the road, trying to figure out which direction to go forward. We've got a convertible with Gemini energy. There's many options. You have free will. There's adjacent possibilities. There's so many choices. You're going to enjoy this change and the freedom. You're just going with the wind. You could have certain preferences, but you're just going with the wind. Someone could be two-faced in your energy. We've got worry beads. Gemini energy. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I showed you that one. So we've got worry beads, having worry and fear and anxiety. Someone's irritated because you're so calming and soothing. Someone needs care. Someone's upset. They're bored. They're trying to pass time. They're uneasy. There's some kind of nervous tick or repetitive motion that's going on. There's rituals that are occurring and someone needs to de-escalate something that's occurred in a ritual possibly. We've got friends, de-escalate a situation with an alliance of people that are protesting and mad and trying to come to some kind of, considering some kind of a compromise. We've got friends with Scorpio energy. Third parties showing up, hanging out, meeting up in person, doing things together on social media, networking on social media. Something's going on. They could even have their friends trying to attack someone online. We've got an ostrich trap with Libra. Someone's very closed-minded. They refuse to face reality. They're evading what needs to be faced. They're avoiding the situation. They steer clear and run for cover. They feel threatened. They refuse to face reality. They have a fear-based thinking, which is keeping them extremely closed-minded, okay? Not knowing which direction to go. Someone's attacking you. They're going to be blindsided. Some kind of a trafficking ring could be getting ready to get busted, okay? They regret what they did to you. They've been trying to manifest you back. It's not going to work. You have too many trust issues with this person. We've got loss. Having a bereavement here. Grief and sorrow. The damage is done. Having to suffer the loss of you. Okay. We've got a King of Swords. The truth's coming out. Someone's structured. They're disciplined. They're intelligent. They're logical. They're powerful. Very strong. They have good manners. They have discernment. They're detached. They're calm, cool, collected. They have integrity and morals and ethics. They're stern. They're truthful. They have integrity. We've got unique. You're very unique, collective. Don't get hooked on comparing your life to others. You are on the right path, even if it looks a little wavy right now. Okay? Pretending. It's easier to pretend everything's okay rather than confront the truth. Okay? Someone could be pretending and that they're okay and they're not. You're very unique. Here's this premeditated implot. So we've got this unaliving coming out here, pretending that they're not in this energy. We've got the Five of Cups with Scorpio. There's a betrayal. There's a loss. They're sad and depressed from a separation. They're lonely after a breakup and they regret something that they've done here. We've got a constellation with Cancer energy. Networking and supporting at gathered meetings, socializing at some kind of an organization, exchanging data, a collection, an arrangement, a collection, a large amount or quantity because of someone's influence that they're in connection with. Got the hammock with Gemini energy. It's time to rest and relax, taking some time off, sleeping, meditating, recovering, being suspended between two things. Something's in limbo here, okay? We've got person of air, the great mentalist, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Someone's elegant, they're rational, they're upright, they're very quick-witted. Someone could be unemotional, very controlling, they're cold-hearted, they're abrupt, critical, very calculated, they're sarcastic. Someone could be a teacher, a lawyer, a surgeon, a journalist, or a chef. We've got flamingos with Pisces energy as soulmates. This could be soulmate that's romantic or platonic. Someone could be a lover. Could have been in a union with someone. Someone could be attracted to someone that they were dating, trying to seduce them, showing displays of affection, trying to allure them in with sex. Someone's an inventor. They're very innovative and have a great imagination. They're very creative. Could be good at using technology and gadgets. It's okay to fail. Do it again and again. Setting trends. You're a mastermind. You have inspired ideas. We've got Leo energy. You've invented something here that's very successful. We've got a person of fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, the trend-setting leader. You're confident. You're a visionary. You're energetic, an entrepreneur. You're sexy and outgoing. You're very creative and courageous. You're strong-willed. Someone could be ruthless towards you, trying to attack you. You could turn ruthless towards someone that's trying to attack you. Teacher, an actress, an entrepreneur, an artist working in PR. Okay. We've got the broken vase, Taurus energy. Having hardship and misfortune, having to overcome a crisis, being in grief about an opportunity, having to fix it. Something was destroyed. There was an adversary here. Someone was in an accident. They're very disappointed, having to overcome a crisis. There's a setback. Some kind of trial could be going on. Someone could be having to endure a trial. There could literally be a trial in the court. Being uncertain. At this time, the situation or outcome is undetermined. We've got spilled milk with Pisces. Having regret. Accidents happen. Don't sweat the small stuff. People make mistakes. It's over. It cannot be changed. Being very disappointed that they're having to let it go. It's cleanup time because whatever this is, it cannot be changed. Okay, it's already set in motion. And we've got rings with Gemini energy, having some kind of a contract or agreement, a strong connection with a partner or a counterpart or some kind of lover, being with like-minded people, being interconnected, creating bonds, energetic bonds. Cut those cords. We've got the empty nest with Scorpio energy. Moving on, cycle's complete. There's no one home. It's final. It's the end. Making adjustments to a new life. Could have been lonely while you were going through this, but you graduated, hit a new level of ascension. So these endings brought in new beginnings. It could be literally moving. We've got the telephone, Cancer energy, having some kind of a conversation. Someone could want to reach out, send a message. You could receive a notification. With the throat chakra here, someone could be trying to speak, communicate, speaking their truth. If it's blocked, someone's going to lie. Trusting your inner voice. A bell could ring. A ringing bell could be significant. We've got fine print with Virgo. Taking a closer look and inspecting as you research the detail, being very careful to pay attention, doing a deep dive, double checking so that you can read between the lines, being very thorough on any kind of hidden information, paying attention so that you don't assume that something is happening here, making sure that you're looking at every single detail of something that's going on here. Okay, there's a painful betrayal here. Okay, we've got coming to give you info. Someone could have put someone on the dark web, and that's not for everyone. That's going to be a very small handful of people that could resonate with. Your guides protect you 24/7. They're full of fear. These third parties here, we're investing in coming after you. They're an enemy. You can't trust them. They were out flirting. Okay. Being reckless sexually, making investments, things are coming to fruition. Your hard work's paying off. You're reaping the rewards for your harvest. Having a payout of your manifestation of the ideas or goals that you have been cultivating and growing and nurturing. This could literally be an inheritance. The Seven of Pentacles. We've got freedom. Stuck in seaweed. Time to untangle the mess and free yourself from drama. Okay. We've got boundaries. I'm going to push your boundaries, and it's up to you if you let me. You could be this person's child, okay? Or your child could push your boundaries. We got the Three of Swords, Libra energy, having heartbreak, stabbed in the back with a third-party situation. It made you very sad. This was a painful betrayal, and it was a grim ending here. Got the wheel of karma with Gemini energy. Karma is here. Something is destined to occur. It's inevitable. It's divine intervention. It's having consequences for the actions. What's going on here? Balloons with Capricorn, having fun, you're high vibing, you're rising up in your ascension, you're free from this energy, you're independent, you let it go, you have a higher perspective, you're stress free, you're successful, you're full of joy, you're attaining your goals, and you're happy. Okay, we've got the diamond, so precious stones, creative force, you're faithful, you're valuable, you're perfection, you're brilliant. You're full of light and purity. You're an unconquerable force. You're multidimensional. You have invincible spiritual power. You're very strong. We've got ballet shoes. You have stamina and endurance. It's an effort required. You're honing a skill. You're laser focused. You tread lightly. It's a balancing act as you pursue what you're pursuing. And you're an expert. You're a master in your field here. Okay, you're dealing with a narcissist who's a sociopath. They're being blindsided. Trying to create a painful ending in your life. Inability to maintain personal boundaries. With a death in the tower, someone could face a grim ending and they could end up passing away. Death could be their karma. They were trying to do death magic, so endless harm was inevitable in your life, creating tower after tower. Chaos and destruction, a sudden upheaval, full of trauma, unexpected changes, disasters, tragedies, loss, so much confusion and pain, abuse and violence, having to file bankruptcy, going through a divorce and natural disasters. So much going on here. And it's all revolving around money. Your ancestors are pissed at your family. Your ancestors are so proud of you for breaking generational curses. Someone could be a surgeon, or someone could need surgery. We've got a Queen of Cups, mother figure. Page of Swords could be spying and stalking you online. We've got a marriage. It's a sweet love, a couple. We've got self-love. Some of you could have a beautiful new marriage coming in because you love yourself. And it's bringing in a high vibrational energy to you. Could be receiving a gift. Divine soulmate here. A promotion, you're going to be really delighted. Okay, they can't run now. All of this is blowing up in their faces. There could have been a forgery. There could have been fraud committed. We've got toxic family on the bottom. If our relationship is going to have such a negative impact on your mental health, maybe you're better off without me. These family members here, Leo energy. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Mike was at the store messaging me asking if I needed anything. All right. Okay, so on the bottom of this deck, we've got wealth. It's time to let your bling shine. Success is just around the corner. Financial wealth is in your future. You're manifesting this to come in for you. Okay, we've got shit or move on. Sharks never hold their shit. It's time to get off your ass and move forward. And speak your truth, okay? Get out there and speak your truth. We've got reason. Everything happens for a reason. Dive deeper to discover the hidden treasure of opportunity. We're going to let go. Stop swimming against the current and go with the flow. What you resist will persist. And then we have bitchy. Sometimes being a bitch is the best solution when you're dealing with assholes. Assholes. I said ashholes. Yeah. Burn that ass. Communication. Pay attention to all messages and communication right now. The divine is sending you important signs in a variety of ways. And that could be, I was drawn to this connection on social media. Okay, someone could, and kindness is right above this. So someone could could try and gaslight you to create some kind of a connection with you online in order to be able to infiltrate into your energy. So be mindful of who you're communicating with online. We've got the Four of Swords and the High Priestess and Judgment here. So you've called in Temperance. You're an Earth and woo in the world. You've called Judgment. Okay, you're in the completion of the end of the cycle here. There's a wake-up call. Something shocking about your ascension. You've had a powerful awakening and rebirth. You're in this High Priestess energy. You're an empath. You're secretive. You're moving in silence. You know to move in silence so that things are not destroyed. You're a healer. You're metaphysical. You have hidden truths. You're all-knowing, and you operate in the unknown realms. You're very esoteric. You follow your intuition and your guidance. You're very healed. You're an alchemist. You're balanced. You have a powerful transformation. You operate in a state of moderation. You're very patient. You meditate. You take time to heal and to think and to process your emotions and your trauma so that you can obtain a higher level of consciousness. You like your alone time so that you can heal. You're coming to the completion of the cycle. You've learned these karmic lessons. You've successfully leveled up. You're full of knowledge and achievements. The world is Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. Temperance is Sagittarius. Judgment is Capricorn. The High Priestess is Taurus and Cancer. And the Four of Swords is Libra. Okay. Is that all? Alright. Let's roll the dice and get some zodiacs for who could be trying to affect what you're doing here, to affect your livelihood and your money and your business. You have I feel like a mother figure here who's jealous and attacking you, okay? And your family's covering up something, and there could even be trying to affect your divine inheritance. We have Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces again, and Taurus, and Cancer twice, double Cancer, and double Virgo, and Pisces energy. Do it one more time. We have Aquarius, Aries, double Sagittarius, and Virgo. Alright guys, this is going to be our reading. You guys just take this how it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. Thank you all for being here, for spending your time with me and little sweet Edie Poo. We love you guys so, so much. I got finished up and caught up on my personal readings today. So if any of you want to book a personal reading with me, just go to my bio, look at the information there. That's how you get in contact with me and what's going on with that. Just send me an email. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to tell you. No, I don't think so. I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon. So I'm going to do one for my channel members, and then I'm going to do one for the collective that's not channel members. So I'm going to be doing two. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this yet. It could be something that I do activating with the community board and with like comments on the videos. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to have like a little gift set box that I'm going to give out and mail to you, and whoever wins, then that's who's going to, we're going to figure out how we're going to do that. So I'm going to give back to you guys. Thank you all for your love and your support, your donations, for booking your personal readings with me. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for spending your time with me when there's so many other readers and things that you could be doing and watching. I'm grateful. Thank you, collective. Bye, guys.